Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode on the Stivers Homestead. So today, I'm doing some experimenting. So we have an abundant amount of peas, and we still have more coming up, and we just have way too many that we're going to be able to use. So I'm looking at this for an opportunity to try something new to see if it works. So I love pallets. If you're a homesteader, I'm sure you do too. But I like to try to build and make anything I can out of pallets. So today we're going to try to make some really easy DIY pallet trellises for peas. So if you Google trellises, or if you see anybody that has pea trellises, it's probably with post and string and small item or small trellises for them to climb up, or cattle panels, and all of them work great. Absolutely fine. However, we don't want to use our raised beds that we have our cattle panels in and such for our peas just yet. We have some other plans that are going into there. So I have probably, I have way too many pallets that I can do. I've built a duck coop, I've built fences with them, and I still have a bunch left. So I am going to test out building cattle panel trellises by basically putting them in a triangle and sticking them together. So we're going to see how that works. I know they're wide, so I'm not sure how well the peas are going to attach. I've got a couple ideas I'm going to try, but we're going to throw it out there. It's part of life, right? Test and learn. Gardening isn't that difficult. In this case, we have a lot of it, so I'm able to test, and if they unfortunately don't make it, they don't make it, but now we'll know that they won't work. So we're gonna give it a try, and I hope y'all hang around to see how it works, and keep checking us out the rest of the summer, or I guess the spring really, right? So check us out the rest of the spring to see how it works out, but I hope it does. I hope you all enjoy, so stick around and let's see how it goes. Alright, had to go get a jacket on. For some reason, winter decided to come back here in Kentucky. So I've got my materials laid out. Let me go ahead and pre-warn with some of my concerns that I have. First, it's not going to be tall enough. So I have my pallets here. I debated stacking them on top of each other, but pallets can get heavy. They really absorb the water really fast and make them really heavy. So I'm just going to put one on each side, kind of making a little tent looking thing. And I'm hoping, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put peas on both sides to where they're fighting up. I'm hoping I'll put them on one side and they'll go all the way over. We'll see, I don't know. That's one of my concerns. The second, I didn't mention, we're actually gonna leave them in their pots. I almost just wanna debunk this, that peas can't be transplanted, and then they also can't be container grown, because I think they can. So I want to see if they work. Like I said, this is a big experiment, so I hope it works out. We're going to find out, but here we are. Let's do this thing. So I have the world's worst drill. Oop. We got it way back when we was just first starting doing any kind of projects. Normally at my work, you all see me using Bradley's, the DeWalt, which is amazing. This little bad boy, she does good for hanging pictures and stuff, but put any kind of 3-inch screw in, not gonna happen. Well, it does, but she overheats, so you gotta let her cool down. Part of it. I'll get a new one at some point. So I was able to get the last little bit of screws in, but it's down again, so I'm waiting for it to cool down. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show y'all what I did on the first one. Super simple. So I just put the 2 pallets together like a TP, and then what I braced it with, let me turn y'all around real quick. There we go. So what I braced it with was just actual pallet boards. So normally, if I can find a pretty decent pallet, which most of the ones we get are, some of them I'll take the boards off, and because they're great little boards to use for things like this. So I just put one on the bottom, one on the top on each side. And there is your trellis. So for this, I'm gonna do 2 to test out. I'm also probably gonna use this for maybe cucumbers. I saw something cool on one of the other channels that search all over the place for pallet work. Sorry about the wind. But basically, you put one pallet up on like a ramp and hold it up, and it's a good little thing for the cucumbers to climb over. So I'm excited about this. This is Jen, which that's just a few. We're gonna add a bunch more, and then we're gonna have over there somewhere in-ground garden, which is what we always do. It's what we know and do best, which I have a lot of confidence in these beds. You know, they're very well maintained, but we're doing a lot of experimenting this year. So we're really hoping that we can do some cool things that show you all, to give you all some really cheap DIY ideas for you all to be able to do it as well. So hopefully this is the first one, and I will be right back once that drill cools down. All right, like I said, the first one's done. Went to grab me some more pallet boards, and apparently I'm out. So thought this would be a good opportunity to show y'all how to get them off in case you've never done it. Because it does have a lot of nails, and I don't have a crowbar. So there's a lot of simple ways that you can do so. So figured y'all might want to see how it's done. So here you go. So that one was a little dry rotted, so it chipped on one end, but basically 2 hammers, you can take them off. It's real simple and easy, and they're great boards to use. All right, let's hope old Trusty here is ready to rock and roll and get this second one done. All right, y'all, my drill finally decided to hold off for me, and we got both of them done. Like I said, it's just 4 pallets. Put a bottom brace and a top brace to help with any wind and so it didn't blow over. And they should be good to go. So I've already got the peas laid there. As you can see, they're potted. They're very healthy and looking good. And all I did to try to help promote growth of this pallet was I took a couple sticks, laid them right by the plants. So maybe, we'll see, they'll attach and start going towards the pallets. And we'll see if this bad boy works. One thing I do know is if the peas don't work, something will work. Because these are pretty decent little trellises that we have here. They might not be pretty right now, but once they're full of green and, hey, maybe even flowers, who knows? They'll look pretty. But we're gonna test it out with these peas. I hope you all enjoyed checking out my DIY trellis. And maybe you'll give it a try. So, before I do end it, like I said, I'm testing out with just 2 on each side because I want to see if they'll grow up and over. I feel like if I put them on each side, they might get to the top and then start competing against each other a little too much. And like I said, this is kind of short. What is a pallet? About 4 foot, I think. I've read that peas can go all the way up to 8 foot. I think 6 foot is kind of ideal, so you don't have to stretch for height. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll just keep climbing on over and we'll be good to go. But I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, the drill finally held out. I think I got a total of maybe 10 screws in all of them, but that's next on my list that I gotta get. But they were pretty cool. I'm happy with how they turned out, and we'll see how the pallet trellis will work out. But glad you all came. Sorry Jim wasn't in it and you were stuck with me today, but we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.